So this is a typical mounting kit. This is actually the kit off a short 200. You will notice that there are some bits missing, and they're the bits we bolt to the vehicle. You'll see here we've got the blades. They're a twist in our conventional blades that we've always done. What we've done is we've separated the vehicle mount to the rack mount. What that does is allows you to remove your blades and your rack and leave all your vehicle mounting in place. So it's 6 bolts and your rack comes off. Other sort of things you'll notice about this is we're using a texture black powder coat. And we've been very careful with the branding. So we've got a recessed location here for our base rack logo, again just to lift it and give it that extra bit of look.
One thing that probably stands out here is the wind deflector we've got here. We know that we're going to get common questions. There's probably going to be a few people a little bit nervous about the fact that you've just gone through and talked about how we've gone with cross beams for strength. What about wind noise?
Yeah, noise is critical. We can't have these racks on the car making noise. The testing we did showed that the majority of the noise comes from that front beam. If we can stop wind getting under that front beam, then majority of the noise goes away and these things are whisper quiet.
I can stand a testament to that. I've obviously spent a little bit of time with the launch videos and the likes, and they are a beautifully quiet rack.
Every vehicle has a unique air deflector. They're all contoured to shape of the vehicle.
Now talk to me a little bit more about these little brackets here, because from what I understand we've also just improved easeability of fitting from on the vehicle versus off the vehicle, and just how easily these help the job. Yeah,
so what we said, as I said before, that we're using the blades. So that's how we mount to the vehicle, but how do we join it to the rack itself? These are new plates and bolts we've had made up. So what you've got here is, we call these a stud plate, and then we've got new square-headed studs that go into it. In the bottom of our base rack extrusion, you've got this channel. So all we've got to do now is we get our assembly here, which is just 2 bolts and the plate. We put it in and we turn it sideways. That adjusts back and forwards, like that, and then that interfaces here to the relevant point on our blades.
Cool, so very simplistic. And while you've got that extrusion there, I guess let's just talk to the fact of the actual construction of the extrusion, because it is a single box construction for optimum strength, from what I understand, at each beam.
Yeah, so extending on the welding we were doing before, it's important these racks were strong. What we wanted to do, we want to get these things as close as we could to the roof, and that meant they couldn't flex. So they had to be strong. So the beam, and you'll see there, as you said, inside the beam we've got vertical structure in there, which makes this thing strong and it doesn't flex. Think about it like a factory I-beam up in the roof, you know, that I-beam shape, it makes it strong, it reduces flex, and these things won't bend.
Perfect for good weight loading.
Weight loading, again, we can run these things close to the roof.
And from what I understand, up to 200 kilo weight loading over the rack, vehicle specific.
Very vehicle specific. We have to abide by the vehicle manufacturer's payload. But what we're saying is each beam can take 25 kilos. So depending how you spread it around, that's our recommendation.